Brian Shaw and Eddie Hall are only 6 weeks out from their next super match. That's going to be at the Shaw Classic, the strongest arm on earth. We got Brian against Brandon Allen, Eddie versus Robert Oberst, some other good matches here too. And to me, it's very clear that Brian Shaw has leveled up from this practice pull footage here from them in England. It seems to me that Brian is just holding. He's not even exerting as much effort, and he has improved significantly since his match with Eddie back in December, I believe, about 6 months ago, when he beat Eddie Hall. But it was somewhat close match, closer than people thought it would be. But
stay there. Go.
Based on this footage, like, it seems that Brian is significantly more fluid on the table. He's not panicking. I mean, if you just look at the facial expressions, I mean, it looks like Eddie is faster on the jump to get a decent hit in a good position, but Brian was not panicking at all. He just continued to rise and to climb and adjust and take more out of Eddie's hand to get to a point where he's just got everything. If we look at this again. So decent top roll hit from Eddie here. Brian's wrist is somewhat back, but he's holding on to his pronation. And you're going to see him now. He shoots forward a little bit to cup there. And then he's kind of pronating and rising there. You see him getting around Eddie with moving his elbow forward and cupping a little bit there until he gets that top position. And Eddie's just got nothing. Once Brian's in that position, he's got everything. So it's clear that the 6 months of arm wrestling specific training from Brian has paid off significantly. That's what Eddie said in this video as well, that, you know, Eddie's been training for a fight and Brian's been pretty all in when it comes to arm wrestling. Let's look at the next time they pull here from some of these clips here.
But yeah, when he stands up, it's horrible. Wrist, and unit move the arm. Wrist, that's better. Yeah. Stay there. Ready, go. Stay there. Now relax and think about where the movement is. Relax.
So, I mean, just looking at the faces, it looks like Eddie's exerting more. To me, it looks like Brian is just kind of catching and holding.
Relax, boys.
Like, he doesn't look like he's straining much at all, while Eddie is trying to do everything he can to get in a position. But once Brian has this high position with the cup, like a high hook position there, with his pronation engaged, like, Eddie's just got nothing there. That's a good position. Imagine going against Brian Shaw and he's got.
Good luck. Look at the angle.
Once he's got this position, man, like, that's just game over.
That'll do. Yes. Good luck.
So, I mean, to me, it looks pretty clear that he's leveling up, and we're gonna see how he does against the King's move of Brandon Allen at the Shaw Classic. I'm excited to see how that goes, because King's move is not always easy to go against if you're a beginner and you don't know how to climb and rise or press through it by going underneath. You don't know how to attack it. So it could be exciting. It also could be just Brian has just way too massive, way too much strength. But I know Brandon is coming in a good shape. He's looking really strong. So that's going to be an exciting match. What do you guys think about Brian Shaw's progress in general? Imagine this guy in a year or two from now. The potential is just ridiculous.